if it works. Is it recording? Someone give me a thumbs up. Yeah, great. Welcome everyone to the JCR Sport Awards for 2021. Over the last year, sport has been very difficult to attend at times, but that didn't stop you all. You persevered online, distanced, and even in all weathers. Socials were outside in the rain at the bar, and today we've come together to celebrate all the hard work you've put in. Now I'll pass on to Adrian before Piers presents his awards from his committee this year. So Adrian, if you'd like to say a few words.
Yes, so well, the first thing I should say is in 16 years of Butler Sports Awards, this is the first time I've been able to come to one and not find myself worried about how much illicit alcohol Mandy's going to find being smuggled into Howlands Hall. So it's apart from, of course, Piers' gin and tonic, which he smuggled in while we were waiting for people to join us. Before I do hand over to Piers, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all of you. It's been just the hard from and putting together all ways of engaging with sport, and then towards the end, actually, you could start together. I've just so impressed with how much I heard about what you're able to do. So for those of you who organised things, for those of you who led things, and for those of you who were able to participate, huge thanks. And of course, an enormous thank to Piers himself. I don't think he signed up to be sports chair knowing that he was going to have to cope with COVID. And he's done an amazing job in that year, and not been able to see the kind of success that his predecessors saw on the field, just because everything was so disrupted. So without further ado, I will hand over to Piers to talk about a year in Butler sports and the awards.
Yes, thank you so much, Adrian. In terms of disruption, I mean, I did isolate 1 hour into my own varsity event, so that was a bit of a disruption. But yes, so just want to say it's been an incredibly hard year, and every single person's efforts that they've put into sport has been such valued. Through 3 national lockdowns, in addition to contending with local lockdowns and university COVID measures, I still felt like the Butler sporting spirit has been kept alive. There are a number of people I'd like to thank for this. First of all, I'd like to thank all of the sports presidents, captains, and exec, being so proactive in keeping on top of the changing situation. You guys have absolutely been incredible. I can't thank you enough for this. Just with all my panic messages and little posts on the page, everything changed daily at points, and keeping on top of this, you guys have been amazing at. I'd like to extend a massive thank you to Richard and Pete and all the operations team. They were amazing for all the behind the work scenes with kind of risk assessments and different aspects that kind of even I didn't have to deal with, and thank goodness it was hard, and they have been an amazing asset to the college. I'd also like to extend a massive thank you to Sam and Darcy. You guys were amazing. You helped kind of keep me sane, as well as kind of keep sport balanced and running with different fresh ideas, which has been amazing. And I'd finally like to thank every single member of this college who's ever picked up a tennis racket, kicked a football, or whatever. Any participation in Butler sport has been fantastic and helped create such a friendly and interactive environment for everyone. So, moving on to the awards. It would be great if everyone could mute themselves. Then kind of once the awards been presented, everyone gives like a little clap, round of applause. That would be fantastic. So we've got 6 awards this evening. Some of these are kind of nominated before, others kind of Emily and I have decided on a bit later, but yes. So I want to start with the big one first. So Sports Club of the Year. So this club has had continued development of new members, had grown massively. It's been a really, it's had a bit of a turnaround this year. It's gone from quite a small club to such a large one with such a wide range of people, from kind of complete beginners to people who play the sport when they're at school. Their retention of membership has been absolutely amazing, and they've kept up that kind of Butler spirit throughout many lockdowns with schemes such as the equipment borrowing scheme and kind of through online socials, which has been fantastic. So the Sports Club of the Year 2020-21 goes to lacrosse. So everyone give a little round of applause. So congratulations to lacrosse. I'm a bit biased, I can't lie. And then our second one is for the sports personality of the year. So this is a person who, if you cut them, they bleed Butler Sport. Honestly, this person's positivity, cheery attitude, and motivation has been fantastic. And I mean, I've even noticed this. I don't do this sport, but he had so many nominations, just constantly kind of reiterating his kind of really inclusive, positive attitude, trying to create a fun, inclusive club. And it's been a really tough year to kind of be a social sec, and he has taken the job and apparently done it amazingly, and I would say so as well. So the sports personality of the year goes to Adam Coe. So nice little round of applause for him. Okay, so our third award is the unsung hero. So this is someone whose efforts have gone a bit unnoticed, kind of a bit behind the scenes, just done so much to set up each kind of sports training session or prepare for each match. And this person has done so much behind the scenes across multiple sports, across lacrosse, across badminton, sorry, not badminton, basketball, and across the Butler Fs. She has been absolutely amazing. I have absolutely loved working with her. So this award goes to Hannah Sard. So massive round of applause for Hannah. Oh, I see her in the car. Look lovely, Hannah. And now our next award is for Fresher of the Year. Now, I had a bit of an issue deciding between two people here. So I'm going to give it to two people. One who has put so much effort into joining so many sports across the board, JB CFC, Speed Darts, Butler Ultimate Frisbee. Apparently he is one of the most lovely freshers you ever meet and has just slotted into all these teams amazingly. And he's such a promising player for Butler. So the first one goes to Duncan Montford. Congratulations to him. And our second award, little clap. And our second Fresher of the Year has been a committed member of both lacrosse, hockey, shows such a positive and committed attitude to sport, and always plays with such integrity and team spirit. And that goes to George Med. So another clap for him. Finally, moving on to our fifth award, the Butler Spirit. So this is for someone who just embodies all the Butler attitudes, kind of brings such an inclusive role to their sport, has such a positive and friendly and welcoming face. And oh my gosh, when is this boy not playing football? Like, that's literally in my notes. He is constantly playing football. So a massive congratulations to George Rue for making JBCFC such an amazing club this year. And finally, our last award.
Sorry, Piers. George Med's just entered the waiting room. So could we maybe do his again?
Okay, yes. We'll see back.
I'll admit, do the next one. Then
okay, right, okay. Finally, okay, so our last one is, no, sorry, second to last. We have Team of the Year. So Team of the Year, this team has been amazing with commitment throughout multiple lockdowns, with online virtual leagues, and winning the varsity for us in a very nail-biting end against Snow. And a massive thank you to Dan Cav, Aidan Jackson, Joe Kershaw, and many others for all their hard work to keep Butler Bees one of the most amazing, visible, and sometimes quite loud group in the bar. But you guys have been amazing. So Butler Bees, massive thank you to you for Team of the Year. And should we do an award again? So Fresh of the Year, I couldn't decide between two of them. So I've given them both the award. So first of all, for his amazing commitment to JBCFC, B Darts, Butler, this individual has slotted into so many teams so well and is a promising player for Butler, and that's Duncan Montford. Congratulations to him. And secondly, a member of lacrosse, hockey. He's has such a positive and committed attitude to sport, always plays with such integrity and team spirit, and I've really loved playing with him, and that's for George Med. So, and that's all the sports awards this year. We should have been in the lovely Howlands having a lovely formal, but unfortunately couldn't happen. So yeah, but still an amazing alternative. Thank you so much, Emily.
And just one last person we do have to thank is Piers himself. He's done an outstanding job, like you said earlier, having to isolate through his own varsity and still made an incredible year. His communications with Team Durham have massively helped and improved despite sometimes them not being the most cooperative of people. But he's set up a fantastic new scheme of snow and a varsity that deep is going to continue into his year. But Piers, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much for all your work as sports officer and good luck for everything you do in the future. So if everyone could unmute.
Thank you, Piers. Woo! Thank you.
But yeah, all of your certificates will be emailed to you shortly. They're all very pretty. And then if you do want them printing out, if you're still in Durham this year, I'll print them for you when you get here. But thank you all so very much for coming. If you haven't watched our video, it's on the JCR YouTube. But thank you all for attending. It was short and sweet, but it was very nice to celebrate all of your achievements. So thank you, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.